FSH, or follicle stimulating hormone, is often misunderstood because of the way it is discussed in medical reports and online forums. Many people see a number on a lab report and immediately assume it is a judgment about their body's health, fertility, or age. High FSH is often feared as a signal of failure, low FSH as a sign of dysfunction, but in reality, FSH is far from a verdict. It is a messenger. It is a signal that reflects the ongoing conversation between your brain and your reproductive system, a conversation that is continuous, dynamic, and sensitive to countless factors in your life. The pituitary gland, a tiny but powerful organ at the base of the brain, produces FSH. It does not release this hormone randomly or without purpose. Every secretion of FSH is deliberate, based on feedback it receives from the ovaries or testes. When the pituitary senses that the reproductive organs need encouragement, it releases FSH to stimulate growth, maturation, or function. If the organs respond well, the pituitary may reduce the signal. If the response is weak, it increases FSH. In this way, the number on your lab report is simply a reflection of how hard your body is working to maintain balance. High FSH often means the pituitary is amplifying its signal because it senses that the ovaries or testes are not responding as strongly as they once did. This does not mean the body is failing. It means it is trying harder. It is compensating, adapting, and sending a stronger message in order to keep the system functioning. Low FSH, on the other hand, may indicate that the pituitary is sending a quieter message, either because the body is under stress, energy is limited, or the system is naturally conserving resources. It does not automatically indicate damage or a permanent problem. Understanding FSH as a messenger rather than a verdict allows you to shift your perspective. Instead of fearing the number, you can view it as information, a clue about how your body is functioning and what it may need. This mindset encourages curiosity and empowerment. It invites questions rather than panic. Why is FSH high today? Could it be influenced by age, stress, or nutritional status? Could lifestyle adjustments, gentle exercise, or mindful habits support balance? Recognizing FSH as a messenger helps you see the body as a responsive system rather than a fixed machine. Your hormones are dynamic, constantly changing in response to environment, nutrition, activity, sleep, and even mindset. The number on the test is not a sentence, it is a moment in an ongoing dialogue. Viewing it this way transforms the FSH test from something intimidating into a tool for understanding and caring for your body. It highlights the intelligence of your biology, showing that even when certain systems begin to decline with age, your body is still working, still adjusting, still communicating. This perspective removes fear and replaces it with respect, curiosity, and motivation to respond thoughtfully. By approaching FSH as a messenger, you shift from passivity to action, from anxiety to clarity, and from confusion to insight. It allows older adults to see that their bodies are not broken, but adaptive, and that the signals they are receiving can guide them toward practices that support health, vitality, and overall well-being. Nutrition plays a far more important role in hormonal health than most people realize. And when it comes to supporting FSH and overall reproductive function, the food you eat becomes a form of communication with your body. Every meal is more than fuel. It is a collection of signals that your cells, organs, and glands interpret and respond to. Whole foods, rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients, provide the building blocks for hormones to be produced efficiently and for the body to maintain balance. For older adults, nutrition takes on an even greater significance because as we age, our metabolism changes, nutrient absorption can decrease, and the endocrine system, including the pituitary gland and the ovaries or testes, may require more support to function optimally. A diet that emphasizes colorful vegetables and fruits, provide antioxidants that help reduce inflammation, protect cellular integrity, and support metabolic processes that influence hormonal balance. Lean proteins such as fish, poultry, beans, and legumes supply amino acids necessary for the production of enzymes and hormones, allowing FSH and other reproductive hormones to act effectively. Healthy fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, are essential for hormone synthesis because many hormones, including estrogen and testosterone, are derived from cholesterol. Incorporating whole grains adds fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and insulin levels, indirectly supporting a stable hormonal environment and stabilizing energy levels throughout the day. Hydration is also a critical component. Water facilitates every metabolic process, ensuring that hormones can travel effectively through the bloodstream and that organs can communicate with each other efficiently. Nutrients like vitamin D, magnesium, zinc, and B vitamins have specific roles in supporting the endocrine system, helping regulate FSH levels and promoting overall reproductive and metabolic health. Timing and consistency matter as well. Eating regular, balanced meals supports steady energy and prevents extreme fluctuations in blood sugar, which can stress the body and disrupt hormone signaling. Avoiding processed foods high in refined sugar, trans fats, and artificial additives can prevent inflammation, oxidative stress, and hormonal imbalances. The connection between nutrition and FSH is not about a single superfood or quick fix. It is about creating a daily pattern of nourishment that allows the pituitary gland and the reproductive organs to communicate effectively. Over time, these choices can help the body respond more efficiently, reduce excessive hormonal compensation, and promote vitality, energy, and well-being throughout their daily lives. For older adults, mindful eating also supports bone health, cardiovascular function, and cognitive performance, all of which interact with hormonal balance. Simple adjustments like adding leafy greens, berries, nuts, and high-quality protein sources to meals, drinking adequate water, and minimizing processed foods have cumulative effects that reinforce the body's ability to regulate FSH naturally. Nutrition is not just about numbers on a scale or calories consumed. It is about respecting and supporting the intelligence of your body. Every bite becomes a choice to provide the raw materials for hormonal balance, to reduce internal stressors, and to create an environment where FSH and other hormones can function without unnecessary strain. By viewing food as medicine and a form of communication with the body, older adults can actively support their endocrine system, promote healthy hormonal responses, and maintain energy, resilience, and well-being throughout their daily lives. Movement is one of the most powerful tools we have to support hormonal health, particularly when it comes to FSH and overall vitality, and it doesn't require intense workouts or complicated routines. For older adults, gentle, consistent exercise can be transformative, not just for physical strength, but for how the body communicates internally, how hormones are regulated, and how energy flows throughout the system. Every step, every stretch, every motion sends signals to the body, telling it that it is cared for, that it is capable, and that it is supported. Light exercise stimulates blood flow, which is essential for transporting hormones like FSH throughout the body, ensuring that messages between the brain, pituitary gland, and reproductive organs are delivered efficiently. Activities such as walking, swimming, yoga, tai chi, and gentle resistance training improve circulation, oxygen delivery, and nutrient transport, all of which contribute to a balanced endocrine system. Exercise also helps maintain and build muscle mass, which is critical as we age because muscles play a key role in glucose regulation, metabolism, and overall hormonal stability. Even mild resistance work or bodyweight exercises can make a difference, signaling to the body that it is active and capable, which supports the brain's communication with the reproductive system. Flexibility and balance exercises like stretching routines or yoga flows improve joint health and mobility, reducing the risk of injury and allowing older adults to remain independent and confident in daily activities. Beyond the physical benefits,
Exercise profoundly influences hormone regulation indirectly through stress reduction. Physical activity stimulates the release of endorphins, which are natural mood elevators, reducing stress and anxiety. High stress elevates cortisol, which can interfere with FSH signaling and disrupt the delicate balance of the endocrine system. By incorporating regular, gentle exercise, the body experiences lower chronic stress levels, improved mood, and a more harmonious hormonal environment. Exercise also supports sleep quality, which is intimately connected to hormone regulation. Adequate sleep allows the pituitary gland and other parts of the endocrine system to function optimally, regulating not only FSH, but also other key hormones that influence energy, metabolism, and reproductive health. Even short bouts of movement throughout the day, such as stretching in the morning, taking a brisk walk after a meal, or performing simple balance exercises, can cumulatively enhance hormonal communication and overall vitality. For older adults, the goal is consistency and enjoyment rather than intensity or competition. When movement feels accessible and rewarding, it becomes a sustainable habit that nurtures both body and mind. Over time, these small, intentional motions support energy levels, improve strength, and enhance mental clarity, creating a feedback loop in which the body responds more efficiently to internal signals, including FSH. The key is understanding that exercise is not just about burning calories or building muscle. It is about sending continuous positive signals to the body, supporting the pituitary gland, reproductive organs, and overall endocrine function. Movement reinforces resilience, helping the body adapt to aging, environmental stressors, and daily demands, and it empowers older adults to take an active role in their health journey. Every gentle walk, yoga session, or stretching routine is a statement to your body that you are invested in its well-being. It is a way to honor the intelligence of your endocrine system and to support the natural balance of FSH and other hormones, promoting vitality, independence, and overall quality of life. Regular, mindful movement becomes a cornerstone for physical, emotional, and hormonal health, creating a lifestyle where energy, balance, and resilience are continually nurtured.
Lifestyle habits are the silent forces that shape how your body functions, influencing everything from energy levels to hormone balance. And for older adults, cultivating the right habits can have a profound effect on FSH and overall well-being. Every choice we make, how we sleep, how we manage stress, how we hydrate, and how we nurture our mental and emotional health, affects the way our endocrine system communicates and adapts. Sleep, for instance, is not simply a time for rest. It is the period when the body repairs tissues, consolidates memory, and recalibrates hormonal signals. Consistent quality sleep allows the pituitary gland to regulate FSH efficiently, ensuring that messages sent to the ovaries or testes are timely and effective. Inadequate or irregular sleep disrupts this communication, potentially leading to hormonal imbalances, fatigue, and reduced vitality. Stress management is equally critical because chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that can interfere with the body's natural balance, suppress reproductive function, and influence FSH signaling. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, gentle yoga, journaling, or simply taking quiet moments throughout the day help reduce cortisol levels, restore equilibrium, and allow the body to function more effectively. Hydration is another fundamental habit that is often overlooked. Water supports nearly every metabolic process, enabling hormones to travel efficiently through the bloodstream and reach their target organs. Even mild dehydration can affect circulation, digestion, and cellular communication, subtly influencing hormone levels and overall energy. Beyond the physical aspects, nurturing mental and emotional well-being plays a transformative role in hormonal health. Positive social interactions, hobbies that bring joy, connecting with nature, and maintaining a mindset of gratitude and curiosity all create an environment where the body can thrive.
The mind and body are deeply interconnected, and the way we think, feel, and engage with the world sends signals that can either support or hinder endocrine function. For older adults, building routines that integrate these habits can make an enormous difference over time. Small, consistent actions, like going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, taking a brief walk outdoors, drinking water regularly, or scheduling time for reflection and relaxation, accumulate to create a balanced internal environment that supports hormonal health. Avoiding behaviors that disrupt balance is equally important. Excessive alcohol, smoking, poor nutrition, chronic overworking, or exposure to high stress levels can strain the body, forcing the pituitary gland and reproductive organs to compensate, which may alter FSH levels and overall vitality. The beauty of lifestyle habits is that they empower individuals to actively participate in their health rather than passively reacting to test results or symptoms. When daily routines focus on consistent sleep, stress reduction, hydration, mental engagement, and mindful living, the body experiences a stable, nourishing environment where hormones can function as intended. FSH, as a messenger from the pituitary gland, responds to these conditions, reflecting not only the state of reproductive health, but also the broader balance of the endocrine system. This means that lifestyle habits have the power to influence how effectively your body adapts to aging, environmental changes, and daily demands. Over time, a thoughtful approach to lifestyle fosters resilience, supports energy, and enhances overall quality of life. It allows older adults to approach their FSH test results with confidence, knowing that their choices, small, consistent, and intentional, create a foundation for hormonal balance, vitality, and long-term well-being. The focus is not perfection, but persistent care, creating an environment where the body, mind, and hormones are aligned and able to thrive.
Your mindset is one of the most powerful tools you have when it comes to health, hormones, and aging, and it can shape not only how you feel, but also how your body responds to internal signals like FSH. Many older adults approach hormone tests with anxiety or fear, seeing numbers as judgments rather than information. This perspective creates stress, which in itself can disrupt the delicate balance of the endocrine system and affect hormones like FSH. But when you approach these tests with curiosity and positivity, everything changes. Instead of viewing FSH as a verdict on your fertility, your age, or your body's capabilities, you can see it as a guide, a messenger offering insight into how your body is functioning at this moment. Adopting a mindset of empowerment allows you to ask questions rather than panic, to understand your body rather than fear it, and to take meaningful action that supports long-term vitality. Positive thinking is not about ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about creating an inner environment that fosters resilience, motivation, and clarity, which in turn influences your physiology. The mind and body are intricately connected. Thoughts and emotions send chemical signals throughout the body that can affect hormone levels, energy, and even immune function. When you cultivate a mindset of curiosity, you allow your body to operate in a state of cooperation rather than conflict. This mental approach works hand in hand with healthy habits. Eating nutritious meals, engaging in light exercise, staying hydrated, managing stress, and prioritizing sleep are all more effective when paired with a positive outlook. Your mindset can influence consistency, adherence, and the joy you find in these practices. For older adults, this is especially important because lifestyle changes and daily habits are not always easy to maintain. But when approached with optimism, they feel more like a choice to honor the body rather than a chore. Encouraging yourself, celebrating small wins, and focusing on progress rather than perfection allows the body to respond more efficiently. When you believe that your actions have a meaningful impact, your hormonal system, including FSH, can adapt more effectively, reflecting the supportive environment you're creating internally.
A positive mindset also helps you interpret lab results with perspective. A high FSH reading is not a condemnation, but a signal to nurture yourself, adjust habits, or consult with a healthcare professional. A low FSH reading is not a failure, but an invitation to evaluate stress, nutrition, or recovery practices. Viewing numbers as guidance rather than judgment allows you to respond thoughtfully, calmly, and strategically. Furthermore, maintaining optimism helps you manage the natural challenges that come with aging. It encourages persistence, patience, and self-compassion, which are essential qualities for sustaining long-term health and vitality. Mindset shapes motivation, resilience, and the ability to implement habits that reinforce hormonal balance and overall well-being. It transforms the way you perceive aging, hormonal changes, and laboratory results, turning potential anxiety into actionable insight. By cultivating a mindset rooted in curiosity, positivity, and empowerment, older adults can approach FSH and other hormonal tests with confidence, knowing that the choices they make every day, from nutrition and movement to rest and stress management, are part of an ongoing, proactive strategy to support their health. Your mindset is not separate from your body. It is a vital component of the system, influencing how you respond, adapt, and thrive in every stage of life. Embracing a positive, proactive mental approach allows you to harness your intelligence, resilience, and wisdom, transforming information into action and uncertainty into strength.